Let's get real for a moment. Every man has, at one point or another, wanted to know the secret to capturing a woman's full attention. Not just for a date, not just for a fling, but in a way that makes her genuinely think about him when he's not around. The kind of pull where she feels drawn to you, curious about you, and even a little addicted to the energy you bring into her life. That's what being truly irresistible is all about. But here's the thing. In today's world, women have options. More men are sliding into her DMs, approaching her in public, or trying to get her attention than ever before. If you're going to stand out, you can't rely on average behavior. You can't act needy, predictable, or desperate. You need a strategy that taps into both her emotions and her psychology. When you do it right, you won't have to chase her. She'll naturally lean toward you, craving your presence. Now let's be clear, obsession doesn't come from tricks or gimmicks. It comes from the way you present yourself, the way you carry your energy, and the way you create experiences with her. It's about building a dynamic that excites her and makes her want more. Think of it like this. If you can combine confidence, mystery, and emotional connection, you instantly separate yourself from the crowd. In this video, I'm going to break down powerful, real-world tactics that work in the modern dating scene. These aren't theories. These are strategies you can actually use, whether you're just meeting a woman, already dating, or trying to take things deeper. By the end, you'll know exactly how to make any woman feel that magnetic pull toward you.
1. Build unshakable. Confidence. Confidence is the single most attractive trait you can develop as a man. Without it, every other tactic you try will fall flat. Women are naturally drawn to men who know who they are, where they're going, and what they stand for. When you carry yourself with confidence, you don't need to announce it. She feels it in the way you walk, the way you speak, and the way you make decisions. Think about this. Most men today doubt themselves. They second-guess what to text, how to act on a date, or whether they're good enough. That energy shows. A woman picks up on it instantly, even if you don't say a word. On the flip side, when you believe in yourself, she feels safe around you. She feels like she's in the presence of a man who can handle life. That's magnetic. Building confidence isn't about pretending. It's about proving to yourself through action that you're capable. Start with small wins. Hit the gym, not just for looks, but for discipline. Keep promises you make to yourself, even if it's as simple as waking up at the time you set. Push yourself into uncomfortable situations. Talk to strangers, take on challenges, learn skills. Each win stacks up and becomes part of your identity. When you stack enough of these wins, you stop trying to act confident and you just are. When you interact with a woman, she notices the little things.
Do you hold eye contact without looking away too quickly? Do you stand tall with your shoulders back? Do you speak with a calm, steady tone instead of rushing your words? These signals tell her everything she needs to know about how secure you are. Here's the truth. A woman can't become obsessed with a man who doesn't believe in himself. If you doubt yourself, she'll doubt you too. But when you carry yourself like a man who knows his value, she'll want to invest her time and emotions into you. Confidence sets the foundation for every other tactic you'll learn in this video. Without it, nothing sticks. With it, you become unforgettable.
2. Create mystery and intrigue. If confidence is the foundation, mystery is the spark that keeps her hooked. Women are naturally curious, and curiosity is one of the strongest drivers of attraction. When she feels like there's more to you than what she sees on the surface, she can't help but want to peel back the layers. That's where obsession begins, when her mind is constantly trying to figure you out. Here's what most men get wrong. They overshare too quickly. They talk about their life story on the first date, reveal every detail about themselves, and leave nothing for her to wonder about. What happens next? She feels like she already knows you, and the excitement fades. A woman doesn't want your entire blueprint right away. She wants a puzzle she can piece together over time. Creating mystery doesn't mean you should be secretive or play games. It simply means you give her pieces of yourself in doses, not all at once. For example, instead of explaining every single thing you do in your free time, casually mention an activity and let her ask more about it later. Instead of giving long explanations about your past, drop short hints and move on. This keeps her imagination working overtime. And trust me, her imagination is a powerful tool. Mystery also comes from how you handle communication. Don't always be available to answer her messages instantly. Don't tell her every detail of where you are or what you're doing. When you create space for her to wonder, she starts thinking about you more often. That's when she catches herself checking her phone, waiting for your reply, or daydreaming about what you're up to. Another important element of intrigue is variety. Surprise her. Change the rhythm. If she can predict every move you'll make, she'll lose interest. Keep her guessing. Not in a manipulative way, but in a way that shows you're a man full of experiences and layers. Take her to unexpected places, introduce her to new ideas, and show her sides of you she didn't see coming. Remember, mystery is not about hiding. It's about revealing yourself gradually. A woman can't become obsessed with a man she fully figures out in a week. But if every time she sees you, she discovers something new, she'll keep coming back, hungry for more. 3. Lead with strength. Every woman is naturally drawn to a man who can lead. Leadership doesn't mean controlling or bossing her around. It means taking initiative, guiding situations with certainty, and creating an environment where she feels safe and cared for. When you lead with strength, she relaxes into her feminine energy, and that's when she feels the deepest attraction. Think about it this way. In today's dating world, many men hesitate. They don't make clear decisions. They wait for the woman to decide everything, and they constantly ask, "What do you want to do?" That kills attraction. A woman doesn't want to feel like she's pulling the entire weight of the connection. She wants to feel like she's with a man who knows how to set the pace. Taking the lead can be simple. If you're going out, don't say, "Where do you want to eat?" Instead, say, "I know a spot I think you'll love. Let's go there." If you're setting up plans, don't leave it vague with, "Maybe we should hang out sometime." Instead, say, "I'm free Saturday at 7. Let's do something fun." These little actions send a powerful message. You're decisive, you're confident, and you know how to move forward. Leading with strength also shows up in how you handle challenges. Life isn't always smooth, and women pay attention to how you react under pressure. Do you panic and complain, or do you stay calm and handle it? The man who keeps his composure when things get tough instantly separates himself from the average guy. She knows she can trust you, and that trust deepens her emotional connection. Another part of leadership is protection, not in a dramatic sense, but in subtle ways. Walking on the side of the street closest to traffic, making sure she gets home safe, or stepping in when something feels off. These small acts show her that you're aware and you care without making it a big performance. Here's the key. Leadership creates security. When a woman feels secure with you, she lets her guard down. And when she lets her guard down, she bonds with you on a deeper level. She'll start to admire you, rely on you, and naturally crave your presence. Never forget, women are wired to be drawn to men who lead with strength. When you combine confidence with decisive action, you make her feel something rare, safe, excited, and inspired all at once. That's a recipe for obsession. 4. Emotional connection. If confidence gets her attention and mystery keeps her curious, emotional connection is what makes her stay. A woman may be attracted to your looks, your lifestyle, or your charm, but what makes her truly obsessed is how you make her feel. At the core of every deep attraction is an emotional bond that she can't find with just anyone. Here's the truth. Most men fail here. They either focus only on surface-level attraction or try to impress with money, status, or looks. But obsession doesn't come from external things. It comes from the emotions you spark inside her. If you can create an experience where she feels understood, valued, and safe to open up, you'll build a connection she'll chase. So, how do you build emotional connection? Start by listening. And I don't mean just nodding your head while waiting for your turn to speak. I mean really paying attention. When she shares something, dig deeper. Ask her how it made her feel. Remember the little details and bring them up later. These things show her you actually care, and women notice. Another powerful tool is vulnerability. Most men are afraid to show it because they think it makes them weak. But here's the secret. When you're confident, vulnerability makes you stronger. Share parts of your journey, your struggles, your lessons. Don't dump your entire emotional history, but let her see that you're human. That balance of strength and vulnerability creates intimacy she won't forget. Emotional connection also comes from shared experiences. Do things together that spark emotions, adventure, laughter, even challenges. Take her places she's never been, introduce her to new activities, create memories that lock you into her mind. When she associates those feelings with you, you become unforgettable. And never underestimate humor. Making her laugh lowers her guard faster than anything else. A woman may forget what you said, but she'll never forget how you made her feel in the moment. Humor makes her feel light and safe, and when combined with deeper conversations, it creates a powerful emotional bond. Here's what you must remember. Attraction without connection fades. But when she feels like you get her in ways others don't, you occupy a permanent space in her mind. That's when she'll think of you late at night, replay your conversations, and crave being around you again. Emotional connection is what transforms interest into obsession. 5. The power of challenge. One of the fastest ways to make a woman obsessed with you is to be a challenge. Now, don't confuse this with playing games or being difficult for no reason. Being a challenge means you set standards for yourself and you don't bend them just to impress her. You're not another guy desperate for her attention. You're a man who knows his worth, and she has to rise to meet it. Here's what usually happens. Most men make it too easy. They shower her with compliments before she's even earned them. They bend their schedule around hers instantly. They say yes to everything just to avoid losing her. The result? She feels no thrill in winning you over because you've already given yourself away. Attraction needs tension. A woman wants to feel like she has to earn your interest, not like it's handed to her on a silver platter. Being a challenge starts with boundaries. If you're busy, don't cancel your plans just because she suddenly wants to meet up. If something goes against your values, don't agree just to keep her happy. Stand firm. When she sees that you won't compromise who you are just to please her, she respects you more. Respect fuels attraction, and attraction fuels obsession. Another part of being a challenge is unpredictability. Don't always give her the reaction she expects. If she tries to test you by teasing or pulling away, stay calm and composed. Don't chase or beg for her attention. Instead, show that your life goes on, with or without her. This flips the dynamic and makes her chase you harder. At the same time, balance is key. If you're too distant or cold, she'll lose interest. The challenge works best when combined with warmth and attention in the right doses. Give her enough to feel valued, but not so much that she feels like she completely owns your time and emotions. Think of it like a dance. You step forward sometimes and then step back, letting her lean in. Women are wired to be more invested when they have to work for something. If you're too easy to win, she won't see you as rare or special. But if you're confident enough to stand firm, protect your time, and let her earn her place in your life, you instantly separate yourself from the men who beg for her approval. Here's the secret. Obsession is fueled by effort. The more she invests in you, the more she thinks about you. And the more she thinks about you, the stronger her desire grows. Be a challenge, not a wall, but a mountain worth climbing. 6. Sexual tension. If emotional connection makes her feel close to you, sexual tension is what makes her crave you. It's the energy that builds between two people when attraction is clear but not rushed. And when you know how to create and sustain it, a woman will find herself constantly replaying moments with you in her mind. That's obsession fuel. Here's what most men get wrong. They either avoid tension completely or rush it. Some guys are so afraid of rejection that they never make a move, leaving her wondering if he even likes her. Others push too hard, too fast, and end up killing the excitement. The sweet spot is learning how to balance desire with patience. Sexual tension starts with body language. The way you hold eye contact a second longer than usual, the way you lean in slowly when you talk, the way you touch her lightly and confidently. These subtle signals create electricity without needing words. A confident glance across the table can say more than 1,000 compliments. Another powerful way to build tension is through teasing. Playful banter creates sparks because it keeps things light while hinting at attraction. When you can make her laugh and blush in the same moment, you're feeding both her emotions and her desire. That mix is addictive. Timing also matters. Don't be in a rush to close the gap. Let her anticipate your moves. Maybe your hand brushes hers, but you pull away casually. Maybe you lean in like you're about to kiss her, then pause and smile. These moments drive her wild because they keep her guessing and wanting more. At the same time, always pay attention to her signals. Tension works when it's mutual. If she leans in, mirrors your actions, or finds excuses to touch you, that's your green light. Respect her pace and build the rhythm together. When both of you feed into the tension, it becomes magnetic. Here's the truth. Physical attraction without tension is forgettable. Tension is what burns memories into her mind. It makes her lie awake, replaying how close your lips were, how your hand lingered on hers, or how your eyes locked in that one moment. Those thoughts stick, and the more she thinks about them, the more she wants you. So remember, don't rush, don't avoid, and don't overdo it. Let attraction breathe. Build it slowly, confidently, and with control. Mastering sexual tension is one of the most powerful ways to turn interest into obsession. 7. Keep your own life. If you want a woman to be obsessed with you, the last thing you can do is make her the center of your world. Yes, give her attention. Yes, make her feel valued, but never abandon your own life. Women are drawn to men who have purpose, passion, and direction outside of the relationship. When she sees that you have your own path, she'll want to be part of it instead of feeling like she's all you've got. Most men slip up here. They meet a woman they like, and suddenly everything else takes the back seat. Friends get ignored, goals get delayed, hobbies fade away. Soon their entire schedule revolves around her. At first she may enjoy the attention, but over time it smothers the attraction. Why? Because she doesn't want a man who has nothing else going on. She wants a man whose life is already exciting and fulfilling, someone she can add to, not someone she has to complete. Keeping your own life means prioritizing your growth. Keep working on your goals, whether that's fitness, career, personal projects, or skills you're developing. Stay consistent with your friends and social circle. Continue doing the things that make you feel alive, even if she's not around. When she sees that you have a full life with or without her, she respects you more. And respect is the foundation of obsession. There's also something powerful about scarcity. If she knows you're not always available at the snap of her fingers, she values the time you do give her. This doesn't mean ignoring her. It means balancing her presence with the rest of your world. When your time has value, she'll work harder to earn it. Another key point, passion is contagious. When you're genuinely excited about your life, your energy becomes magnetic. Whether it's a business you're building, an instrument you're learning, or a personal goal you're chasing, your drive makes you stand out. Women admire men with vision because it signals strength, focus, and long-term potential. Here's the bottom line. Obsession doesn't grow when you make her the only priority. It grows when she feels like she's with a man whose life is already rich and meaningful. She wants to be a part of that world, to share in it, and to earn her place in it. When you keep your own life intact, you remain rare, valuable, and endlessly attractive. So never lose yourself in the process of winning her. The more complete you are on your own, the more irresistible you become to her. Making a woman obsessed with you isn't about tricks. It's about becoming the kind of man she can't stop thinking about. Confidence draws her in. Mystery keeps her curious. Leadership makes her trust you. Emotional connection bonds her. Challenge excites her. Sexual tension fuels desire. And keeping your own life makes you unforgettable. When you live with purpose, hold yourself with strength, and give her an experience no other man can, she'll crave your presence. Remember, women chase the men who don't need to be chased. Be that man, and you'll never struggle for her attention again.